So you're thinking about joining Symmetry Financial Group to sell life insurance, mortgage protection, or final expense. If you are thinking about doing this, you need to watch this video before you join. There are important questions you need to ask about Symmetry Financial Group to make sure it's a good fit. I'm going to tell you what top 3 questions to ask coming right up. My name is David Duford. I own DeFord Insurance Group. I train and recruit agents nationally to sell final expense, Medicare and annuities and ACA. If you're interested to see how our agency operates in comparison to any other agency, go to davidduford.com/FAQ, and if not, that's fine too. So let's talk about Symmetry Financial Group, and I'm going to give you a couple of really good advice that will apply not just to Symmetry Financial Group, but to really any agency that's out there. You guys have to understand this business is a fantastic one, selling insurance, but you want to make sure that your relationship and your goals align with that of the agency. Anytime there's a misalignment, problems manifest. And the truth is 90% plus of insurance agents fail out of this business largely because of this goal alignment or misalignment issue. So with that said, let's talk about some things you need to be concerned with. Number 1 on the list here is you need to ask about your upline's experience selling and not recruiting. So here's the thing with the insurance business. The large majority of the insurance business is based around recruiting. A lot of the owners today of these insurance agencies are coming from a multi-level marketing type of culture where what they're most concerned with is mass recruiting but not mass training and support. The problem I have with this business, because I'm not based on my agency, the MLM model, is the training usually is a problem. Agents aren't well trained. Instead, they're mass recruited. Hire them in masses, train them in classes, sell all your friends and family and fire your asses is kind of the adage a lot of these MLMs. And you end up with a lot of agents with chip on their shoulders and frustration because they've joined a business they thought would be wonderful, but they don't get the support and training necessary to be successful. And the thing is, not all agencies or sub-agencies within Symmetry Financial Group, or any agency for that matter, are the same. Some have extensive sales experience, some have none. And it's important to ask, again, if you're going to be trained, get trained by somebody who knows what they're doing. So you want to train with somebody who actually knows how to sell. So ask your upline who's recruiting you, what's your experience selling? How long have you sold for? What have you been your best years? Do you still sell? This is going to give you that perspective if what they're actually promising is actually attainable for you as far as training and support. Again, the ideal is, I believe, join an agency with Symmetry Financial Group or any agency where the upline, your manager, actually sells the stuff or has sold it for many years with a track record of success because they have that wisdom, right? Not just like reciting words on a page, but the firsthand wisdom of knowing what to do to help people to be successful. Number 2 on the list here is the availability of fresh leads. This is important. You see, joining Symmetry Financial Group, you're probably going to be asked to purchase leads. That's what we do at DeFord Insurance Group. Lots of organizations do this, but not all leads are going to be the same. You may have leads that the prospect have just requested information. They're very interested in buying, but you may also have leads that were generated years ago that have been resold a number of times that aren't necessarily at the peak level of buying interest. The point I'm trying to demonstrate to you is that not all leads are created equal. It's of my belief that the freshest and most exclusive lead, where the person just requested information about the product, is the best lead to get. You need to make sure you give yourself the best odds of success in this business. It's not just about sales training. It's not just about product knowledge. It's also about having the best leads. So what should you do? Ask Symmetry Financial Group, the upline you're looking to work with, what kind of leads are available. Press on it. Are these leads aged? Are they fresh? Have they been resold? If they push back and say they don't have that, ask them, well, how can I get the fresh leads? I want the best opportunity for success. And that comes from people who have expressed an interest as quickly or as early in the future as possible. It just did it, right? And I would recommend, again, my thoughts are, I don't want to work any organization where I can't get fresh and exclusive leads. It is literally a difference maker for an agent who has work ethic and talent when it comes to connecting and closing. You can make sales off of any kind of leads, ladies and gentlemen, but the freshest and most exclusive ones are going to give you that highest level of chance for success in any given insurance sales business model. Very important point, number 3, last point here. Ask for 3 references of agents that actually work for your upline. So you may be referred to another organization where they have other success, or you may be sent a leaderboard that's the aggregate for the entire marketing organization, but what you should be asking, again, is for evidence of success from the agency that is recruiting you. Direct results from people that have in the past worked or currently work for that particular upline. If you don't get that, guys, and you get pushback or negativity or frustration, that is telling you that this person recruiting doesn't have street cred. They don't have a track record of success. The insurance sales business is a performance-based business model. If the agency's been around for a year, they should have some success somewhere, at least somebody that you could talk to validate what the claims they make, the promises they make are actually going to hold true to fruition. And when they don't do that, or they get negative, or they get pushy about it, you're going to find you're in a position where you may be joining an agency that just frankly isn't going to train you as they're promising. And again, this isn't a Symmetry Financial Group thing necessarily. This is an any agency thing. And this is really important. And kind of added on to that, you want to make sure it's not just what the answer they give you that matters. It's also how they answer it. Again, a lot of people I've noticed, a lot of agencies, they take things personally. Like when you ask for references, they get angry at you. Like, I can't believe you don't believe me. Like, my hubris is so enormous that you little peon asking me for references is an insult to my dignity. That's ridiculous. I get asked references weekly from people, and I gladly give them. I love to show off, frankly, of people who are successful in my agency. And I just give them the email, say, hey, reach out to them, have any conversation you want. I'm not afraid of that. And I appreciate that from people who want that, because it's an important litmus test to see if the promises made are actually going to be kept. But if you get any disrespect from any of this stuff, if you get treated like a child, if you get treated like you're crazy for asking for any of this stuff or pushing back on any of this stuff, look, that's an indication there's some serious red flags, and you probably shouldn't consider necessarily jumping right in, and maybe you should continue to do your due diligence instead. Again, not specific to Symmetry Financial Group here, but this is really true of any agency that you join. These are things that you want to read through the lines on and make sure you're asking to get a general sense of things, because you're about to get married from a business perspective. You're about to partner with an organization. You got to make sure that they're worth partnering with for the long term. So long story short, Symmetry Financial Group, fantastic organization. They do a lot of good, helping a lot of prospects, but no agency is a perfect fit for everybody. That's why you got to ask these questions. Again, experience with the upline selling, not recruiting, availability of fresh and exclusive leads, and of course, asking for references to validate that success is something that upline has done in the past, and you're not the guinea pig. So make sure you do that with Symmetry or any other agency. If you got any questions at all, leave them in the chat or the comment box below. Subscribe and like to this video if you'd like to get compelling and relevant insurance sales and marketing training. And thank you so much as always for watching. Y'all take care.